All right, y'all, welcome back. We're gonna tie up a streamer pattern today. It's what it looks like right here. This is called the Roe Jimmy. It's pretty easy fly to tie. It's kind of time consuming just because it's got a wool head. I've went ahead and prepared this stuff so that the video wouldn't be stupid long. We have a custom shank that we make here just for this fly. We're gonna trim this long piece off. If you don't have a shank, just use a standard hook and we'll cut the end of it off later. Using a 6/0 thread in olive, we're gonna come up here and close this gate. I use these, the only reason I like to use these shanks is when I tie on the dumbbell eyes, it'll keep them from rotating over. And that's pretty good to have. That way they're not twisting on you. Same with the head. It'll also stay in place with the wool and won't twist around on you too bad. Lay down some UV here. Bind this in real good. Try to make this as fast as possible. I know a lot of people don't like to watch long videos, so we're gonna go pretty quick. Get that with the UV. Keep that gate nice and closed. Trim out the excess. This is part of the pre-prep I did for this fly. I went ahead and tied on my 40-pound bite guard. That's on a 10x 2 hard and a curved hook. This nice little stinger hook. This will help with those short strikes. You're gonna come up here. We got a piece of rabbit zonker. You can use whatever color you want. You're gonna want this to be roughly the length of the shank. So find that point. We're gonna trim that out. We'll come in and get rid of that so you got a nice flat place to tie into. We're gonna set that up to the side for now. We're gonna come all the way back to the rear. We're gonna bring up our stinger hook. We're gonna put this on here with a loose wrap just to hold it. As you can see, it's just hanging out back there. And we're gonna measure this. We want our stinger hook to be hiding in these wisps back here. That'll help prevent those short strikes. So with a loose wrap, you can adjust that by just pulling on it just a little bit. That looks pretty good right there. All right, we're gonna bind that down. We're gonna keep it right on top. This will keep your trailer from rolling on you. Kind of get it locked in. We're gonna fold that tip back onto itself so it can't pull out. Then manipulate your trailer wire. You can use surf strand, you can use actual trailer wire, whatever you got. I just use mono. I'm realistic. I'm not gonna catch any monster fish. It's gonna be ripping this thing apart. All right, we're gonna come in with a little bit of UV and lock that in. Not too awful much. Take a couple open spirals through. That'll help push that in. Hit it with your light. And come in with our rabbit strip that we had pre-measured. Lay that right on the top. A couple loose wraps. Look at it. Make sure it's where you like it. Set that. I'm going to jump to the front of the fly. We're going to come back just a couple hook eyes. Then we're going to tie in a 532 lead eye. We're going to tie those in on the bottom. I want this to right hook point down. Couple figure 8 patterns. This is where having that bent or that double shank really helps. You don't have to worry about losing your eyes. See, no super glue required. Go back to the tail. Now we're going to come in with a piece of 7-inch olive schlappean, or to match whatever color you're tying with your tail. Open it up. I'm going to tie it in by its tip. Get my fingers a little bit wet. We're going to fold these to the back and then start taking touch and turns. Sorry, I'm sniffly. I think I'm trying to catch a cold. Weather's changing, it's got me messed up. Nice tight turns. What you're doing with this is building a taper. This will help you have something to cut the head to. That's good right there. One in the front, one in the back, one in the front. I'll lock that in. Pull everything to the back. Good securing wraps. Looks pretty good so far. I'm gonna throw a hitch in here just in case we lose the thread and the wool. For the wool on this fly, this version, I'm using an olive black and 100% wool. You don't need a whole lot, and little clumps will do you wonders in this. Come in, tie that on the bottom. Set it. Now we'll come over and do my side. I'm pulling these ends just to make a good taper for when we fold these back over. Come in on the bottom corner of mine. Make sure they stay low, separated. And we're going to hold everything and set it good and tight. We're going to do that one more time on the top portion of the hook. Same thing. Secure it. One more clump on my side. Keep a comb handy. Sometimes this wool will knot up on you, and you just brush it out. It's a lot easier to work with. You can pick it if you want to. I'd much rather comb it. Try to keep your clumps of wool about the same thickness. It's getting late here too. Preen those out. Set those on my side, top quarter. Set. Now with that being said, we're going to take a couple good wraps forward. And when we get here, we're going to pull all that to the rear. It's almost like tying a hollow fly. Now for this one, you won't have to do as much. You can just tie these across the tops and the bottom and just roll it around to the 50% of the hook. You could probably do that in the back too, but I like to use that to build up the collar. I'll rotate that up, catch it in, work it around. Make sure you get that separation. Makes it easier for your tie-in point across the top. That way, when you go to set it, it stays good and tight and it won't twist on you. Come in on top. One loose. Work your way through. Look at it. Set it. Oh, a little piece of hide hanging on there. Won't go away. We're going to come up, jump to the front of our eyes. One more figure eight just in case. Continue to get those ends tapered. Pinch and loop. Good set. Rotate it over and repeat. There are several different versions on how to tie this fly. This is just the way I've always tied it. It's a little simpler, and it takes a couple of steps away that the original has. It don't take away from the fly. You're still going to catch fish with it. Once you set those, jump to the front, pull everything to the back again. You don't have to worry about crowding the eye on this one too much, because this is a folded over shank. So with this bent shank, you got plenty of room. Now this last little clump in the front, you don't need a whole lot, so don't get too carried away with it. Spread that out around the hook. Rotate it up. So it's a lot easier if you have a rotary vise. You don't need one though. All right. I'll pull everything to the back. Start building that head. Lock those few fibers in the front. And come in and whip it off. One will do it, because I will definitely be using head cement on this one. You can use what's it called? A tear mender. If you use a tear mender, It's made for like leather couches and stuff. On these kind of flies with wool heads and stuff, it'll seep into the fibers and it'll really lock those things in. Set that. This is the part where you can make or break this fly. You can mess this whole fly up right here with this next step, and that's trimming. Everybody's favorite part. You did all that work, and then you can just throw it all away. What I like to do is I'll come in and I'll comb everything out one more time. Get it all brushed out. And then once it looks really rough, come straight up in the front to the front of the shank of the hook, or to the hook eye. I'm gonna rotate it over. Then I'm gonna find this bottom of my eyes and the hook. I'm gonna just kind of round cut that over. And then fly across the bottom. Right. So let us build up the strong shoulders with all this extra wool. Just like that. And then with the same thing on the top, I'm just going to round cut over to the shape of the head that I like. It's completely up to you. Then I like to come in, roll this over, and then even with the eyes, cut the front part of the head out and just kind of square it up. And then come in and refine it. And that is it. That's all there is to the Roe Jimmy. It's a great fly. Tied up. Take a couple swings with it. You probably catch some good fish. Hope you enjoy the video. Know it's been a while. We're going to try to speed up on our releases now that all of our trips are done. Don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and show this to all your friends. And like always, if there's anything you guys ever want to see, just go ahead and leave it in the comments below, and we'll get to it. And until next time.